We're in day 40 of our 40-day fast, and I want to congratulate those of you who've been walking with us every day. I want to apologize for the fact that I didn't have a video clip every day. I've been running into some technical difficulties. But today, we want to concentrate on Matthew chapter 7. Around verse 13 and 14, Jesus talks about two ways, two gates, two crowds, two ultimate destinies. But I want to focus on this issue of the narrow way. The narrow way, according to Jesus, is a hard way, and very few people find it. I was reminded of this recently as I had to travel via airplane. And as you know, if you've had to do so recently, that if you travel by air, they only allow so much baggage. You can't take everything with you. As a matter of fact, they have receptacles near the gate, and if your carry-on bag will not fit in that receptacle, then you have to check your baggage. I believe that part of the problem with American Christianity is that we have a lot of people professing to be Christians who've never really checked their bags. They've never really let go of the things that you really need to let go of if you're actually going to travel this way. While it is true that you cannot work for your salvation, it's true that Jesus paid the full price for our salvation. It's also true that in order to follow him, it's going to cost you something. The disciples, for example, Jesus' disciples said, "We've given up everything for you." Zacchaeus, when he was converted, he said, "I'm going to pay back everybody I've defrauded. I'm going to give 50% of what I have, give it up." But there was a rich young ruler who asked Jesus what he could do to inherit eternal life. Jesus told him about the commandments. He said, "I've kept all of those since I was a youth." Jesus said, "There's one more bag you need to check. Sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and come and follow me." But he left Jesus very sad because he was not willing to check that bag. So I want to challenge you, if you really profess to be a Christian, what is it that you had to give up in order to really follow Christ? Or are you trying to carry all of your sinful baggage with you? Are you still holding on to old ways of relating to people, old ways of thinking about life, and thinking that you can walk this narrow way by holding on to all that stuff? It can't be done according to Jesus Christ. He says that the gate is narrow, the way is hard, very few people find it, that leads to life. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope that as we move forward here into Holy Week, that you, along with myself, concentrate on consecration and thinking through what the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ actually means to us practically as well as cosmically. And then I hope that you take the time, if you've been carrying some baggage, to let it go, because the narrow way doesn't allow for that. God bless you and have a great evening.